About that. Hit the wrong damn button. It is me. I'm Annie here at 1332 Knitwear Design House. Yes, we are live right here, right now. So, there's normally a way we do our stitch and breathe, but today we're just going to knit so I can reconnect with you guys. Yup. Yup, 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 yup. So how y'all doing? How y'all been? How y'all are? Hmm? Hmm? Yep. Today is a reconnection day. Yep. And I will be here for about an hour or so. Yes, this is 1332 Knitwear Design House. I am Annie. I am Anna. Sometimes I go by Annie. So there's that. I am the boss lady, CEO, sole designer, and all-round knitting machine. Usually at this time of day, we are doing our stitch and breathe. Today, I am just knitting because I have been a bad, bad girl. I have been knitting my little fingers to the bone instead of being here. I would introduce you to the hooligan, but he's sleeping right now, so we're going to let him sleep because he needs it. Growing puppies need their sleep. Yes. I have coffee and something to knit on, and it's a decent day today, so let's do this. Oh. Yes, this is a top I am working on for the shop. This is for the 26 line. I am not going to tell you guys the name of it. You'll have to check out the sneak peek in December to find out what the garment is named. And you can't see it all the way because my edges are rolling in. So I gotta get some stuff to put on the back of them to make them straight. And it will probably help once I get that stuff on and do the placketing thing that I'm going to do. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, that's how far I am. I am not very far. So yes, this is the top for the line that I'm working on. I'm hoping y'all are having an amazing day today. Yes, I are. That's how. Okay. Yeah, it's been one of those days today. Crazy busy for no particular reason. The little's last day of school is tomorrow. So, Stitch and Breathe tomorrow is going to be regularly scheduled, but Thursday may be a little crazy. Um, that's part of what's upcoming. Next week, I may be in the bedroom. I may be bribing them with Kindles. I don't know yet. we're going to talk about it this weekend, three of us, and see what they want to do. If they'd rather just go outside and play while Mom does this, or what. Summer schedule, I am still working that out. Live streams have to be pushed back to mid-afternoon, which here is 4:30, so 4:30 in the afternoon, so 16:30 for all of our international friends. Yep. Six minutes into the hour. Wow. What up, what up, what up, what up? Just come hang out and knit with me today. Or just come hang out. That's cool too. Well, the reason the whole thing went off the rails is I was, I don't know whether you call it seeing someone or texting someone. And things did not go well. And I ended up ghosted, so. Yeah. But anyway. Oh my gosh, I can hear my brother already. You have bifocals for a reason, girly. Newsflash, don't really care. Oh. I had this one wild eyelash that likes to stick out. And sometimes it gets a little wild, sticks the wrong direction. Pokes me in the eye. What the hell was that? NASA and Menards. So yeah, hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, the small monster is asleep in his room, which is a good thing, because otherwise he'd be eating my project right now, or barking at me. He's cute, but he's a handful. Hey, Tom! How you doing, bud? What up, Tommy? I'm alive. That's got to stand for something. I'm here and alive. It's got to be something.
Mm-hmm.
True, true. Wouldn't be a live stream. It'd be a past live stream. Possibly. I don't know. Be a dead stream. There you go. A ghost stream or whatever. I don't know. Ghost stream. Yay. Y'all are awesome. Here this weekend, what am I working on? I'm working on a shirt. Give me just a second. I'll show you. I'm going to get past this underarm because that's where I'm at right now. It's the underarm. It's not tough. It's just fiddly right here. Ah. Come on, you. Do what you're told. See? It's a top. There's going to be buttons going down the placket. Like a Henley. See? Yep. Thank you. How are things in Tomo land? Yes, they're all in school until tomorrow. The littles have their last day tomorrow, so they've got an early dismissal, and then Big goes the rest of the week. Big is out next week, and then the week after that he goes back uh for his summer school. That's awesome. I'm glad things are awesome there. And with everything else going on, we took on a new puppy. Finnegan. Finnegan McGee. And he is napping right now, so I'm going to leave him alone. He's asleep. He's sleeping. Yup. He's a little black lab and shepherd mix, so. That and it kind of fits with the family because Diva's middle name is Caden, so. Yeah. I think that kid's tripled in size since we brought him home. What? Why is it the big dogs always think they're lap dogs and the little dogs think they're giant? I don't get it. Big dogs are always thinking they're lap dogs, and little dogs always think they're the biggest dog on the block. Yeah. Wiley, my old dog, that he's passed away now. He was that way. Oh, yes. 140 pounds of solid muscle and thought he needed to be in your lap. That boy was a big boy. Yeah, that could be it. The big ones are just big babies, and the little ones are kings and queens. That could be it entirely. No, I have not, Tom. I know that Diego has a live stream where they do music, but with work and the kids and everything, I don't get over there very often. As of anyone else, nope, nope. You're the most person I've talked to for the last 6 months, other than my Christmas card and the occasional email with Diego. And that's usually just to check in and make sure that neither one of us are dead. It's to check in. Hey, are you still alive? Yeah, I'm good. You? Yeah. Okay. You're crazy busy, aren't you, kid? Yes, yes, I am. Cool. I'm thinking about doing this live stream uh Mondays after I get big off to school about 10 o'clock, same as usual, same as this time, except that they can want to do it on Mondays and bribe the littles to do something else, like go outside and play or something. Anything, just be quiet for like an hour. Be mom alone. Which is going to be fun because I've also got the Twitch live stream on Wednesdays that we have to do in the afternoon after Big leaves to go to the grandparents. Fun. Because I've had to move it from like noon on Wednesdays to 4 on Wednesdays. So, wow. Go me. Yes, I am gray-haired now. Ours, it was out of the house until dark. When the street lights came on, you had to come home to eat dinner. But then after that, they wanted you in your room to just leave us alone. Yep. And then my sister came around. And nobody gave a crap anymore. Oh yeah. Especially when dad worked third shift, because as soon as he got done with dinner, he had to start getting around for work. So that was, if dad had to come get you, you were cutting into his time to get around for work, and hoo, you really didn't want that. No, 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 because if you were going to make him late for work, oh yeah. Pardon me, coffee burp. Yeah, it would be if dad had to come get you. Hoo, buddy, you did not like that. And it usually ended up with me grounded for 2 weeks or something or other taken away, and it was just like, okay. I instituted the 5 minutes before, not 5 minutes after. Sun starts to go down, streetlights start to come on, just go ahead and go in. Don't wait for dad. Just go to the house. Doesn't matter if dinner's not done, just go inside. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Grounded until dad said, get the hell out of my hair. He grounded me for 6 months one time, and 2 months in, he's like, you know what, you're ungrounded. Here's $20, go away. Yep. Then the funny part is earlier that week, my sister and one of her friends had tried to get me into trouble. So there was a place uptown that they used to do for, 6 months. Oh yeah, it was 6 months was nothing for him. One time I got grounded for a year because I missed curfew at 19. Yeah, that was fun. But we'd gone out to lunch that day, and he invited the guy I was seeing along with us. He's like, just meet us up there for lunch. And the guy's like, oh, okay, cool. So we met up for lunch, and dad's like, you can spend the day together. Go ahead and go do whatever. And it's like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. So we go do whatever. And I got home, and my sister and her little friend started in about how they were going to get me into trouble because I was supposed to be grounded and wasn't allowed to see the guy and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah. And later on that week, dad handed me a $20 bill and said, go, get out of here. Yep. They tried to get me into trouble with mama and with dad, and dad's like, I told her it was okay. They hated dad for that. They're like, she's supposed to be grounded. Mm-hmm. He's a good guy. I like him. Yeah, siblings. Fun, fun, fun. If I'd have known they were so much fun, I'd have freaking left a long time ago. There's only so many times one can catch a baseball bat to the back of the head and still think things are hunky dory. because that was my sister. If she didn't get what she wanted, there was hell to pay. And usually I was the one paying it. You can ask my brother one of these days in the comments or whatever about ball bats to the back of the head during no, it was a aluminum baseball bat. Yeah, we played softball in the side yard and there was only 3 of us. So I would be on one team, she would be on another, and he would be either all-time pitcher, all-time catcher, or whatever, and we did the whole Ghost Runners thing where, you know, yeah. Oh yeah. And we'd walk in the house and Jay'd be walking next my brother'd be walking next to me and I'd kind of be holding my head. Mom would just look up and she's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Yep. Those always ended up with me sent to my room for something and Jay, my brother, going back to his mom's because his mom lived just down the road. So he'd go home and from what he's told me, there was a couple times that he'd come in just fuming and his mom would be like, what's going on? So, yeah, growing up with my sister was not fun. I got reminded repeatedly from the time she was born that I was an accident. It's all right. I'm learning to let it go. I'm trying to rise above and be. They wanted me to be the bigger person for so long that when I finally am the bigger person, they're like, "But you got it," and it's like, you wanted me to be the bigger person and to rise above. So now I'm gonna rise above the whole damn family, and y'all can bite ass. It reminds me of that movie Wonder, where the kid is sitting there in the lunchroom. He's like, "It takes a lot of work to look this good." It takes a lot of work to be this straight, to be this okay. After all that, it takes a lot of work. Oh, there goes the mail truck. The old lady's asleep. She ain't gonna care. The old girl is laying asleep right there. So usually, if the mail truck comes up and the mail lady comes up on the porch, she'll start barking because there's somebody in her yard. She's right there laying there passed out. So no barking at the mail lady. At least today, anyways. She's not friends with people that come in her yard. And to her, her yard starts in the middle of in the middle of the road. So she barks when people walk down the sidewalk. Because Because her yard starts at the neighbor's driveway and goes all the way to the next block over. Yeah. According to her. The yard isn't quite that big, but that's according to her. Yeah. That's where she thinks the yard starts. It's in the middle of the road. It's like, babe. But she's 12 now, so she's just kind of like, if she sees, like if she's laying in the, we got a sliding door onto the deck over here. And if she's laying there, she can see the sidewalk. But sometimes she'll look up and she'll bark at somebody that's coming down the sidewalk, and sometimes she'll just look at him. Just like, yeah, I'm too late to do anything. She is. I took a shower earlier and came out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around my head, and she started barking at me. Who the hell are you? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And she knows that she is the protector, so. And she is something else. A little Mr. Finn that tries to get her to play, and she's just like, yeah, no. Get off me, kid. Finn is 9 weeks old today, so they're fun. Because she's 12, she's like, I'm too old for this crap. He does a little bouncy play bows trying to get her get up and go, and she's like, fastest I go is to the bowl for food. Get off me. Little kid. She doesn't. She's not even fond of my kids. She likes Sis fine, and she likes Diva's okay. Man, her and Nate, or her and Big, yeah, they don't get along too well. Because Big's always swatting at her. He's not quite sure how to take her. Mind you, she's been there since he was 2, but when she was 2, she was a whole lot littler than she is now. When he was 2, she was a whole lot littler then. Oh, much. She's full grown, and she's probably knee high, so she's probably yay tall at the shoulder. So yeah, and he's that tall at the shoulder. He's little guy, and she's big guy, and she's big dog. And right now he's little dog, but judging by the size of his paws, he's gonna be a big dog. 9 weeks old and stands at least a foot high at the shoulder. He's gonna be big, dude. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah. And my old lab, Wiley, he had Husky and Malamute in him too. So he kind of fit the form of an old English lab, where they're heavy and they're stocky, but they got the long legs. Oh, beautiful boy, but 140 pounds in his prime. And I'm going, oh, wowie. Yeah. My dad, he got himself stuck on his chain busted, and he took off running through the neighborhood. and he got his chain stuck, and my dad went to go carry him out of where he was, and he walked 2 steps with him and set him down and said, dude, you were on your own. And walked back with him. I'm like, Pop, what's going on? And he's like, I bet that boy weighs every bit as much as you do. When we took him to the vet, when we noticed that he had his one side was swelling up, because he had Cushing's, so he had a tumor the size of a softball on his kidney. And the vet weighed him, and he weighed 120 pounds, and he was severely underweight. So, yeah. And I asked him, I'm like, what would he have been at his prime? And he goes, from the looks of him, between 140 and 160. So, yeah. He's a big dude. The big dude where you don't mess with mom. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And the old lady was trained by Wiley, so I'm trying to get her to kind of help train Finn, and she's like, no. No, I'm not doing it. It's all you. It is. But he was the biggest baby when it came to mom, so. Oh, yeah. Girls, babies, kittens, he didn't care. Gentle giant, but man, you don't want to get on his bad side. He's exactly. She is. She's like, no. She's like, I done helped with the human kids. I'm not helping with the fur baby too. Yep. It's all good. I understood what you meant. Oh, what was that? Actually, the kids' blankets are half done. Yes, I'm still trying to get them finished. And I'm almost to the halfway point. So I'm trying to work on them when I have time. Divas is still the longest one, but that's just because his blocks are smaller. I'm at 38 inches on his, and halfway is 45, so. Because he don't wear sweaters, so it's hard for me to knit him sweaters. Yeah. My grandmother went into nursing home, so I don't have to worry about knitting her socks anymore because she can't wear her homemade socks at the nursing home anymore. Um, I have a pair started for my dad and socks for all three of the kids to do, but that's easy stuff. And then I have to work on their Afghans. We've gotten out of doing too many sweaters because as Diva grows out of them, Sis grows into them, and he don't much care to wear the sweaters anyway, so I supplement him with sews with pajama pants and stuff, so I just sew him up stuff and make it even. Yeah, 42. Pardon me, coffee burp. Don't mind me. No, not if I have my way about it. Everybody will be warm forever. And it's like the whole thing with the line and this stuff. I try to knit it in sizes that my family can actually wear, so that once my pictures are and things are in the archive, then I can just move it on to the person that it's meant for. So, yep. It's like, oh, look, I've got an exclusive. And it's like, yeah, you got the sample, bonehead. It's the one I made and took pictures of. And wrote down the pattern for it. The only thing that sucks about doing it that way, though, is I make something and Sis is like, oh, I want that. No, I do not. I don't. I have pictures of them laid out in artful looking positions on the Ko-Fi shop, and that's the best I can do. Yeah. At least until I get some pieces finished, like the Castile from this season. I have to get it finished. I am almost done with one sleeve, and I've got to do the other sleeve. But it has been promised to my big brother, so. No, it's not. It's not easy to get them to sit still long enough for me to send a picture to Grandma. Much less to get them to sit pretty for Mom to take a picture of something that they're wearing. And like, yeah, no, up on off they go. And Big, he's a teenager now, so he's getting to the point where if it takes him more than 5 seconds to do something, he's laying down. Oh, yeah. They don't sit still for nothing. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Not sitting still. No, sorry, Bob. Especially not both of the boys being special needs. They don't sit still. Yeah.
Nate does.
Well, yeah, Nate does, but that's because he's a lazy teenager.
Liam's more agile, yeah, I know. He's more of the chatterbox right in your face.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta admit too, Dee Dee's done so well with it, and
yeah,
become a more compassionate person about the.
Please remember to use their code names. Their nameless one.
Nameless one. Code names, the littles.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were still.
Yeah.
So. No, I just thought you were chatting with someone.
Uh-uh.
Sorry, you had mentioned a name on her, and I thought. Littles.
Mm-hmm. The littles. The hooligans. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Hooey. Another couple rows until they're not fiddly anymore. Gee, my underarms. See, they're little bitty things right now. They'll straighten up. Thanks, bud. You know, 90% of being a pro is knowing how to fix your mistakes when you make them. Yep. 90% of being a master knitter is knowing how to fix your mistakes. And having the patience to actually do it. Yes. Usually with me, I don't get mad and tear it up. I just put it on waste yarn and stick it in the corner, and it's like you're in timeout until I get unfrustrated. Yep. If I'm frustrated enough that I'm tearing out something, especially for the line, then it's really bad. It's really not going together right, and Yep. Always better to walk away than it is to blow up. But one should still walk softly and carry a big stick. Yep. Granddad's mantra right there. Walk softly, carry a big stick, and don't let people know you've got that stick until you've done beat them to death with it. Always keep something in reserve. That's the way he put it. You always keep something in reserve. Don't let them know. Yep. And I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of... I walk softly and silently carry that big stick because I know Karma is a bigger... She's meaner than I could ever be. She get you, and she not care. She will bite. It's what Karma does best, is bite. Yep. Karma will bite you. Exactly. There is no in between. She either comes back slinging roses right in front of you and, singing like a fairy, drawing everything to you, or, buddy, she's gonna dump on you. So yeah, we are at 55 minutes. Just about an hour. So yeah. You can find 1332 Knitwear Design House here on YouTube. You can find us on Tumblr. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us over there on Twitch, where we go live every Wednesday. Summer hours is 4 instead of noon. So it's 4 o'clock Chicago time. On Wednesdays that we are over on Twitch, we start doing this live stream on YouTube next week on Mondays at 10. Yes. Our regularly scheduled programming will be returning tomorrow with our Stitch and Breathe sometime around 10. Please make sure to check out the Ko-Fi shop. Everything will be listed downstairs in the description below. Yeah, Monday, be there, be square. Yes, Tom. Anyway, like I said, all the links will be downstairs in the description box below if you should need them or want to check out everything that's going on. I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, we had merch at Cafe Press Store. We are closing the Cafe Press Store, and we're going to check out a different distributor for that because it's a pain in the butt. So we're going to start looking someplace else for our merch. Yes. Because let's face it, there ain't enough hours in the day for me to do t-shirts too. Nope. I will outsource that crap. What else? I think I got it all. Almost. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Fist bump. If anybody tells you you're not, tell them they're full of duck fluff and beans and weenies. Yeah. Please make sure to hug your chillin' super tight if you have any. Or your nieces and nephews if you don't. Because there are mamas and dads who can't hug their babies and babies who can't hug their mamas and dads no more. Yeah. Make sure you tell your weird friends and relatives that you love them, whether they have 4 legs or fins, feathers or fur. Their lives are incredibly short compared to ours, and it can all be gone tomorrow. Okay? 3. There's no statute limitations for that kind of malarkey, so you need to stop it. Just stop. Don't pull that crap. Yeah. Also, I usually say this in the Stitch and Breathe, but so I'm not going to say it here. You know, don't bite your tongue. You don't deserve that. Yeah. Anyways, you guys are awesome. You are amazing. Do not let anybody tell you different. I believe in you. And I have faith in you. You do. Anyways, I will see you guys back here tomorrow. 10 o'clock for the Stitch and Breathe. I should have it uploaded by then. Done and uploaded. Yep. Huge hugs. Huge hugs. Much love. Happy knitting, fam. I love you guys.